All right, so here we are. We're in the car. We got the car. It's after 9. And Sonia here, and then here's Shizzle. And we got the car gassed up, and we're on our way to Mount Misery. We got a hotel waiting for us, and then we're gonna start exploring the area first thing in the morning. All right, so we're in our hotel room at Mount Misery. We're about to go ahead, travel to Mount Misery Road in the car, and what we're going to do first is ask the EVP some questions and see if we contact any spirits or something, get some guidance. All right, if there are any spirits here, tell us, please identify yourself or give us some foreshadowing of what we might expect or some guidance.
Our EVP, or electronic voice phenomenon, is a word-generating app. The philosophy here is that spirits, being energy, can manipulate energy fields of technological devices, such as our cell phones.
Earlier when we were talking about doing this, the first word that did come up was discuss. So we thought, hey, maybe we're on the right track. Tongue, measure. We've just got 2. Now, I'm not sure what that means. I started talking, it said tongue, so I'm using my tongue. Maybe measure, maybe I should just shut the hell up and listen. That's what I'm getting. It's like, shut up, measure your tongue, listen. I'm gonna ask one more question, then we'll go. Okay, so we're looking for one ghost out there is Mary.
Dress.
She wears a dress.
Oh, you said that. A white dress.
Oh my goodness.
That's weird.
That's a little. She does wear that. She's known for wearing this sort of. Well, the EVP said dress. That's the only word that's come up for minutes right after I asked that question. And this apparition is sort of identified by wearing some kind of white garb. Are you, is this Mary that we're, and is there, I'm getting a little spooked out.
Yeah, me too.
I don't even know if I want to continue with this.
That was really weird.
That was weird.
I was nervous right off the bat. I'm not sure why. Maybe I was just hyping myself up, having read too many ghost and UFO stories. The spooky EVP session back at the motel room didn't help. Sophie felt uneasy too, as we drove the car towards Mount Misery.
Right now we're on Round Swamp Road, and this is going to connect eventually to Mount Misery Road. But on this side of the road is basically the top end, the north end of the Mount Misery sort of area. Okay, so here we are at Mount Misery Road. We're at the southern end of Mount Misery Road.
I didn't realize there were so many houses up here.
Yeah, I didn't either.
This is where the lady with the white dress
Exactly.
hangs out.
One of the oldest, most popular ghost stories regards Mary. She was an inmate in a mental hospital back in the 1800s. Suffice to say, psychiatry was not at its apex in the 1800s. One patient, a beautiful woman named Mary, suffering from mistreatment and depression, set fire to her room, subsequently burning down the entire hospital and dying in the process. The lady in white, a ghostly visage, seen by many wandering Mount Misery Road in a white dress. Okay, so this is at the top end of Mount Misery Road. Some camp here called Driftwood Camp. Day camp. Best camp ever, it says. Okay, so this is the top end. So anyway, right here we're at the northern end of Mount Misery Road. And right here, smack dab at the top tip, is a cell tower. This tall cell tower. Interesting, isn't it? In the middle of nowhere. Okay, so we're at Sweet Hollow Road. This is the other haunted road that works at the perimeter. And we're gonna go up Sweet Hollow Road right now. Okay, so we're approaching this bridge. Now this is, reputedly there was a bridge where teenage boys, maybe up to 5, were found hung. Did they hang themselves? Were they motivated? Was it murder? We're not sure. It was on allegedly this road, and maybe this is the bridge. It was time to head into the woods, do some proper ghost hunting. We found an entrance along Sweet Hollow Road and set out on foot.
If there is any entity, apparition, or spirit that wants to communicate through this electronic device, feel free to do so. Okay, I hear the crows in the distance. Now, I know there was an entity, a spirit, actually a ghost, Donnie. I was going to mention the word Mary, but now the term Donnie came up, just as I was about to name a name. So, if there is something that's communicating with us, perhaps it goes by the name of Donnie. Maybe it's one of the teenagers that hung themselves.
Yeah.
Okay, Donnie, if that's you, what's going on? Where are you at? What are we doing here? I gotta tell you, I'm a little creeped out right off the bat. I'm not sure how I feel about these devices. I'm on the skeptical side. But when you're out here and then you're using these things, it's like, why not? Oh, Robert. Okay, this is a second male name. Robert came up. So we got a Donnie and a Robert. How do you think this is, what do you think about that, Sonia?
It's weird.
It's weird. Just because the history of... Grandfather. Our dog Shizzle here, she keeps pulling this way. Maybe we'll let her lead us. Oh wait, Newell. We got a hit. This is another name. We've got 3 names and the word grandfather. They're all male names.
I've never heard that as a name.
I don't even know what the hell that is, but it was capitalized.
Newell.
Newell. Well, let's go where the dog says.
Our EVP session garnered some surprising results. The initial intent was to contact a female spirit by the name of Mary, but the clues pointed to a male energy, and a number of them at that: Donnie, Robert, grandfather, and the mysterious Newell. Our dog Shizzle seemed determined to lead us further into the woods, so we moved our investigation to higher ground.
There are these stone steps. Now the legend has it, here, let me take a film of this. This is what we were actually standing on earlier when we were doing the EVP. There is a legend that relates to an insane asylum that was burnt down, killing this inmate, this insane woman named Mary, who is allegedly haunting the area. And the only remnants are the stone and foundation and steps. I just don't think this particular area, even though it is a stone step and it's abandoned, represents that, because I'm under the impression that it sort of dates back further than that. Wait, what's going on here? Yeah, that it dates back further than that, but it is something to note. In fact, this whole area is some kind of an abandoned area here. That's the road we came up on. And then, yeah, I don't know what this area is. You can't really access it by car. Let's go up this way where those people came.
At the time of this filming, I had no idea that a military hospital was built over the former insane asylum. Later, in my research, I came across an interesting book written by an author who wished to remain anonymous, referring to himself only as the UFO guy. His father had been in the Air Force, so he was privy to some secrets. A portion of the book is rendered in the following audio.
While investigating paranormal phenomenon in the area of the Mount Misery during the 1970s, I started to look into its history. More than a few people mentioned and recalled the military hospital that existed there during the war, but all said it had been closed in 1945. A few recalled some unexplained government use of the facility from the late 1940s, well into the 1950s, but could offer no details. One man who has since passed away could. He told me that he became strangely ill while an officer at Fort Bragg in North Carolina. The officer was transported to the hospital on Mount Misery. He told me it was like being in a constant dream state. I never felt fully awake. I was constantly fatigued, tired, and they kept giving me medicine. He said he was kept there for 5 months. Then, in a 20-hour period, he suddenly recovered. Restricted to just one small set of rooms in the facility, he never saw more than 5 people. He said they were dressed like doctors and nurses, but had no insignia or military identification. When he was taken out of the hospital through a back service porch, he saw a sign that read Area 5. When the officer arrived back at Fort Bragg, he made some very discreet inquiries. A friend and intelligence officer told him that Area 5 had something to do with psychological warfare experimentation, and that he should not ask any more questions. A few years later, the officer retired and decided to go back to Long Island to to see if the hospital was still open. It had been closed and sealed by that time. But as he asked locals about the facility, they claimed to see lights and hear noises coming from the facility late at night and early in the morning. More than a few people phoned, local police saying that they heard men's voices coming from inside the old building and calling for help. I was told the same thing whenever I asked those living in the area about the old military hospital. The officer eventually decided to live in nearby Melville, and that's how we crossed paths. He came out to a local talk I was giving on the paranormal during the time I was investigating Mount Misery. The so-called haunted hospital was torn down in the late 1970s after a couple of kids got injured when they broke into the decrepit building and fell down an old elevator shaft. Today, you can still see the stone steps leading up to where the building was, but they are tough to find.
Okay, we're on a pretty high ridge here. I'm not sure if this is the highest point of Mount Misery, but it's way up there. Look, down there, we can see Sweet Hollow Road. There's some cars moving down there. Not sure if you could see that through the tree line. There's a ranch down there. What? Okay, it looks like we're at the top. This is incredible. It looks like we're literally at the top of Mount Misery. I think this is a good place to do an EVP. We're at the summit of Mount Misery in Long Island, and the sun, as we were coming up here, it was cloudy. It just opened up. So we're gonna do an EVP right here and see what happens. If there's spirits around, please communicate to us. Oh, collect. Collect. All right, if you're communicating to us, what would you like us to collect? Hey, look, something's coming up. Okay. There's a bunch of things coming up here. Oh, it's some kind of RV thing. All right, we're just gonna step aside for a second. How you doing? Wow, they got like, I'm glad we set up the camera up off-road here. Looks like people come up here with their RVs. Hey look, it's only fair, right? We're up here using the EVP to get around, but the locals use their ATVs, right? Quid pro quo.
Quid pro Tarantino.
Listen up, Paraheads. We're getting some hits at the top of Mount Misery.
Pretty.
Oh! We're getting pretty. We just got hit.
Thank you.
I think they're complimenting our
shizzles.
Our shizzle, or, you know, our resident psychic, Sonia.
I'm not psychic.
She's psychic if you like it. Oh look, group. Okay, this is something. We just got an EVP and the word said group. Are there a group of you? Is this a group of spirits? Maybe there's a group of you. There could be.
Yeah.
There could be some, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a tribal group. Amigo. That means friend. Maybe we're friends.
We are your friends.
Well, I think maybe they're friends of ours. Maybe they come as friends.
Yeah.
You know, maybe they're good, good spirit. Well, that was a positive sign, though, amigo. I mean, we've always got a positive relation. Investigating. That's exactly what we're doing. That's why we're here. We're investigating. Do you want us to investigate? You're saying we're investigating. You're acknowledging that we're here. And it's also a pronouncement to keep investigating.
Yeah.
It's an action. Investigating. It's an action. You want us to look into this further. You want us to explore the story behind this place?
We had garnered a number of intriguing clues from our EVP session, no doubt about that, but it came across as a random jumble of nonsensical words. We got collect, pretty, group, amigo, investigating. Upon reflection, we noticed a pattern emerging, communicating a message. The words collect and investigating seemed to be a directive. But investigate what? The words group and amigo may indicate a group of friends. This leads us back to the story of the teenagers who hung themselves. It was time to head back to the motel for a much needed break and some dinner. We had to prepare for our final investigation, a midnight EVP session inside Mount Misery.
It's Saturday night. Now we're gonna head back to Mount Misery Road. It'll be about midnight when we get there. And we're gonna conduct our second ghost hunt. We're gonna utilize the spirit box. We had a lot of interesting hits earlier, and we're gonna see what we're gonna get.
Mount Misery at night is a whole different beast from the daytime. The trees hold a sinister secret, and the air is charged with danger. When we were here last time, we traveled with the entire Brooklyn Paranormal Society. There was a sense of safety in a large group, even one of revelry.
We're heading into the woods to find the site of a burnt down hospital. It actually burnt down 2 separate times. People did die in the process, and we have a strong hunch that there's going to be some activity there.
Do you have a name? Mount Misery Road, Sweet Hollow Road. The stories go back for a few hundred years. Really, here at Mount Misery, the tales go back until the early 1700s. The Native Americans who lived around here had reports about a hellhound and how the ground was cursed.
Mount Misery, and we're about to start our investigation, but it's customary in this group to make an offering, so I'm going to pour out some PBR.
Classy.
Let me pour out the tequila now. Here.
Oh, tasty.
That's enough, that's enough.
Don't waste it. Save some for the paying customers.
To ghouls and ghosts, spirits I toast.
Okay, so we're back at Mount Misery. We were here earlier when it was light, and now it's close to midnight. As you can see, the atmosphere is totally different. It's a lot creepier. We're going to conduct an EVP and see what we get. Okay. So we started this in the room, the motel room. We got the word bucket. Okay, so here we are. We're using the spirit box, and if any spirits want to communicate, please feel free to do so. What's that clicking noise?
I don't know, it was doing that before.
Oh, I see. I can hear there's like the Long Island Expressway running there. I can hear it in the background. It's just hidden. Oh shit, we just got hidden. Okay, there's something hidden. We just got the spirit box and the word hidden came through it. And that is pretty creepy because there's a lot of activity here. This thing is really going. I've never seen it this active.
No, it's not.
Holy shit, back at the room, it was, look at, he bad?
Oh shit.
Okay, we're going. Huh?
Lock the door.
Oh my gosh, that was the freakiest. I gotta say, I don't know if I creeped myself out or what's going on, but we just had to get out of there fast.
Look, it's not doing anything now. It's not.
Okay, the last thing we got was he bad. This is we found a really good spirit box, and this is really crazy. Now it's a little bit more calm though.
It is.
It's definitely calmed down. Our spirit box was so agitated. The levels were bouncing up like I've never seen it, but somehow, some reason, we're in the car and we're moving away from Mount Misery at a good clip. We feel safe, and the levels are like low. They're like at low, but man, when we were out there, it was like bugging out at top level. Saying the creepiest things. It got me going, Sonia. I don't know.
The dog, when we first got out of the car, she was like shaking really bad, right? I think she was cold. But then, like when the thing started bugging out, like she stopped shaking. It was like she was almost like calm. Yeah. It was so weird. And then like she had finally calmed down, and she was just kind of. And I even looked down to see if she was alive. I was like, wait, she just hasn't been moving, and she was really calm. So then it was bugging out, and then it's exactly what happened. Like it said hidden, and I started to look around us, and I'm like looking around. And I was about to say, is there somebody hidden in the trees? And then it said, he bad.